So to a quick tour of our workspace here, we have our three work planes. That's the X, Y, and Z axis of the three-dimensional space or shape. Across the top here we have toolbars. There's two different sets of tools that I'm aware of anyway that will come up here. That will become obvious hopefully pretty soon. So these are all for extruding shapes and reflecting shapes and things like that. And there's also, of course, the drawing tools, which you can't see right now, but when we go in to do drawings, you will see them. Over here is where you will see all of the features of the Cajon drum that you're about to build. Now, can I just remind you, did you go into document menu and say workspace units millimeter? You did? Oh, you're so good, unreal. You didn't? Change it to millimeters, change it to grams, and click tick. Now this little tool up here is an interesting one. Top, front, back. It will let you rotate the axis to different planes. This tool, you can also, of course, rotate it these ways and get yourselves all sorts of confused and dizzy. You can get an isometric, dimetric, trimetric view. And as I showed you in that previous video, you can also do things like shaded, translucent, hidden with edges and things like that. What else do I need to show you? That's enough for the time being. Let's get started by doing some drawing. I'm going to go to the front face, so I'm just clicking on front. It automatically turns to the front. Now, a word of warning, you really need to be using a computer with a mouse. You can do a couple of things in here, a couple of steps without a mouse, just with the trackpad on your laptop. So you know how you move your cursor around on your laptop normally. But there's a whole raft of features in here in which you absolutely need to use a mouse. In the middle of that mouse, in between those left and right click buttons, is a little wheel, a click wheel. Now, if you hold down that click wheel, it lets you move the work plane around all over the place, which lets you drag to different parts of the drawing, because your drawing is going to be bigger than what's just here. So for that reason alone, you need to use a mouse with a click wheel. So you can also use that click wheel. When I scroll that click wheel pushing forwards, it zooms in, pushing backwards, zooms out. Now, if I want to, say, zoom to this part down here, I move my mouse there and then zoom in. If I want to zoom to over here, move my mouse in, scroll, and I zoom in or out. So that's just a handy thing for, you know, when you want to zoom right into a part to line some parts up. Okay, I'm going to, the way that I prefer to use Onshape, I've got my front face ready. I'm going to right click on the mouse and go New Sketch. So now you can see across the top here, all of my drawing tools have appeared. How wonderful. I'm excited too. I'm glad you are too. We're going to call Sketch 1. If you don't name your sketches and components, it's just a land of chaos and misery and confusion, and you don't want to go there, believe me. So when I hover over this bit just here, a little pen pencil appears. I'm going to click on it. I'll call it face, as in front face. I'm just going to call it front face. Now, I don't want to click tick just yet, even though I'm happy with that name. Clicking tick will kind of close this sketch that I've started. But if you do, let's just say I clicked it, like, oh no, my drawing tools have gone. I pressed new sketch, but I haven't actually done a new sketch. I just need to double click from over here, and it opens this up again. Whew. Yep, I'm relieved too. So I'm going to click on the rectangle tool. I'm going to start down here in the very, very dead center of my drawing. I'm just going to click and drag. You can see it's showing me the millimeters, top and bottom. Now my very first, my front face is going to be 200 millimeters across and 300 millimeters up. So I need to obviously change these dimensions. So I'm going to, up here, choose the dimension tool, click on it, hover over this line, click on it, click and drag to bring the dimension out, double click, and now I can just type in 200, hit enter. If you don't hit enter, I don't know what happens. Just don't do it. Who knows what might happen. Now you can see my drawing's just gone way off the page. So I'm going to use my click wheel, and I'm going to pull the click wheel towards my elbow, and that just zooms out. I want to bring my, I'm clicking on my click wheel, holding it down and moving the mouse, and that drags it in. Oh, I set it to 200. I actually want it to be 300. Let's change that now. So double clicking on there, 300, enter, clicking down here, double click, oh, I need my measurement tool, dimension tool, double click, no, I do want this one to be 200, click enter. Now I have essentially a two-dimensional object. There's no thickness to this, so I'm going to come over here and click front. It's called front face. I'm fine with that. I'm going to hit extrude. Now there's only one face. It's automatically selected it because it's the one that I was working in. So I want it to be solid, new, and I'm going to click on here and just make it 1.5 millimeters. I'm going to click enter, and now you can see it's become this shaded grey sort of color. Now when I turn around, you can see, oh, it's thin, but it's, I'm going to use my scroll button, pushing forwards, left face. It's there. It's 1.5 mils thick. So this is the face that you will actually be slapping to make sound on the drum. So it's the noise making face of the drum. I can click tick, okay, and I'm going to stop this video there, and we'll start another one in a second.